Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie, and I'm a full-time Elliott Wave trader in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin, and I'm going to throw in Luna because I think it's a really good chart and it can give us some perspective of what is going on in the market. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the way that I see the market and I intend to trade it. If you are interested in the Discord, the link is in the description below. If you join now, you'll get the rest of January for free. I have many plans to choose from. Just take a look. Also, follow me on Instagram because I post a lot there, like a lot of what I think is going on. So if you want more daily updates than YouTube, follow me on Instagram. All right, so usually I don't look at the MACD, but today I thought I would because a lot of people do look at the MACD. And we are on the monthly time frame here, and it's not looking too good. We are having a cross, or soon to cross. Actually, the orange would need to roll over a little bit more, but it's very high. I mean, it's up here. It's never been this high, and we're about to cross. On the monthly RSI, I'd like to see us hold this 50. As you can see, when we broke it before, we had the capitulation type dump. So holding 50 on the weekly would be really nice, and we'd also hold this bullish divergence. Looking at the weekly time frame, we would need to break 30K to wipe out this bullish divergence. Looking at the MACD, bearish. It is very bearish. Okay. All right. Moving on down to the 4-day, MACD, bearish. But if we can hold 30K, we'll hold on to this bullish divergence on the 4-day. Same with the 2-day, etc. All right. Let's talk a little bit about this 30K level because it is a pretty big psychological level. It's all over the news, break 30K, you know, this, that, and another. But let's think about it this way. If you bought down here and you held all through this and you didn't sell up here, you held through this correction, you held through this, and you're like, hooray, but you didn't sell. And now you've been holding through this correction and you're getting fearful. I myself would be drawing a line in the sand, especially if I had put all of my funds into the market and I had nothing left over, no buying power. I would definitely not watch my portfolio go down to nothing because I would want these profits to be able to buy in lower. Now, I'm not saying this is what everyone's thinking because I can't say I know what everyone's thinking, but I know what I would be thinking if all of my, money was in the market and I had no buying power. Okay, I would have a line in the sand, and I think that a lot of it is at 30K. It is a psychological level because it's the last of the big support here. And I feel we break it, we might have a pretty, big waterfall effect. All right, so let's look at some counts and the way I'm leaning. The first one is that we're creating a WXY here. Okay. The first leg is an A, B, C zigzag, a 5-3-5. We bounced for X in 3 waves. And now we're making a 5-3-5 to the downside, which is another zigzag. WXYs love their zigzags. Now, as you can see, if you pull a fib extension from this high to this low back up, that is the brown one. This is the 1-to-1 at 31,500. If you pull a fib extension from this high to this low to this high, it's the yellow one. It is sitting almost identical to the brown one. If you pull a fib extension on this last leg, the 1.382 is lining up beautiful with the other ones. We have a potential target here at approximately 31,500 to 31,400 on long scale. It is the last of our support. I think we have a very good chance of bouncing here. Now, if we do not come out of here in 5 waves, like I always talk about, we're not going to be coming out of here with a 5th wave. If we bounce in 3 waves, say it's a flat or it's a zigzag of some sort, we're going to turn this into an A or a W. We're going to turn this into a B or an X, and then we're coming deeper. So it's very important that when we bounce in 5 waves. Now, this last zigzag, this C wave can come to the white 2.236. It can come that low. We have another fib extensions lining up pretty well. Not as well as these, but pretty well. Between 26,200 and 25,500. So we can bring this WXY on down to this second target. The lowest that a WXY should go is this 1.382 right here in brown. But this last zigzag shouldn't really go any lower than this 2.236. So the last line in the sand for the WXY is this second box. Okay. Let's talk about the second count. If we start cracking the second box area, then I will be looking at this as if we're making an ABC. A, B, and we're coming down for a deep C. We really have to hold this last support here. We can definitely stop sooner, but we have to hold this last support. And I know that there's people drawing this differently, but I'm having a very hard time up here making this a 1. They're putting it here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, and then they're saying overextended 5th. Well, there's a problem with this, guys. Okay? Because when you pull a fib extension on this 1 and 2, this wick is nowhere near where a 3rd wave should hit. Now, it could be that we have 1, 2, all of this is 3. We bounced for 4, and we're going to come down for 5. But this looks kind of funky in here. but I can make it work. Or this was 1, but it shouldn't be longer than the first one, but unfortunately it is. This is 2. All of this was 3. This was 4 and 5. So it could be that we don't have to come so deep. And it could stop at potentially our second box. When it does, we have to come out of here in 5 waves. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the lower time frame at what's going on here. Okay. So we had this potential, or we still do have this potential 5-wave move here with an ending diagonal. We absolutely cannot break this bottom. Now, a lot of people are calling this the end of something and this the beginning of something. If that's the case, we can't break this bottom. Me personally, I really see this move as 3 waves. When you get down in there and you look, it's very overlappy. I am leaning that what we actually did here was create a flat. 3 to the upside, 3 to the downside, and 5 to the upside. This B hit a perfect expanded B pocket, which is this pocket right here. So it's A, they break the bottom, they hit the expanded B pocket, and they go up for C. That is what a flat does. This is the way I'm leaning. I think it's a 4th wave and that we're going to come down for a 5th, but I could be incorrect about that. And if I am, then this is the start of something, and we're going to make either an A, a B, and a big C to the upside as a zigzag, or it's going to be even more bullish, and this is a potential 1, and this is going to be a 2, and we're going to get a 3, 4, 5. There's always a bull and a bear scenario, but we absolutely cannot break this bottom. And we have to come down in some type of A, B, C, and not break it. And preferably you would want to see bullish divergence. All right, so that is the bull and the bear. Let's take a look at Luna. Luna is beautiful. Like, I don't think I've seen a better 5-wave move in my life. Well, maybe, but this is a beautiful one. We had a perfect yellow wave 1. Came down for yellow wave 2. Now this is the 3rd wave. We made a 1 in white, 2, 3, hit a perfect 1.618, which a 3rd wave should hit. 4, 5, hit a perfect 2.236. Couldn't get any more beautiful. The 3rd, in yellow, hit a perfect 2.618, which that's where that 3rd would normally hit. 4th came down, hit the 382, beautiful, came right into the prior 4th. And I had all of this projected, like this was already here when I pulled the chart up. And I had it projected for hitting the 5th wave at this 3.236. And here we are, potential 5th wave. Now, unless Luna has some more price action back here that I can't find, okay, and we've got a lower low down here. If that is the case, but I couldn't find it, but it could be there, then we could say 1, 2, all of this is 3. We're going to be coming down for 4, which will come into the prior 4, and then we would go up for 5. Way on up there. but I need some more price action back here. So if anybody finds a chart with some more price action that has a lower low, that would be beautiful. That would mean we have the potential for another fourth and a fifth. But as it stands right now, if this is when Luna started, this looks complete. And I've drawn a 2-4 trend line here. And when we break it, it's even going to be more confirmed that it's over. What would it mean? Well, it would mean that we are going to go and correct a pretty big correction here. Okay, can't say how deep it's going to be, but it's going to be a wave 2 of a higher degree, meaning that this is all a wave 1, and this is going to be a wave 2. It could come very deep or it could not. But this 3 that's going to come is going to be massive, like huge. Like this will be the buy of the century. This will be the big, big third wave. We're talking, I don't know, what is it now? $57? It would be, well, let's see. Let's project if it came back down really low. Let's say it came all the way back down to here. Okay. We're talking like that's crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. Way up here at 39,000. Now this is years away, guys. Like I'm really projecting out there. But I'm just giving you an idea of how big that wave 3 would be if this is a complete 1 and a 2. Okay? But unless there's more price action back here, I'm not really finding where we can make another 4 here. So let me know in the comments if there is more price action, because I would really like to know. And one more thing I wanted to show you is your third wave is always your highest pivot on the RSI. Okay? And you get divergence between your third and your fifth, and we got it here on the 4-day. Then you get divergence between your third and your fifth, and we got it on the 4-day. Okay? So here's the third and the fifth of the fifth, and we got it between those two waves also. So it's very highly likely that this is done. So if you are in Luna, take precaution on it breaking this trend line. Okay? All right. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.